Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, June 6th, 2015. Ra and Asha here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, Paul in the Jamie Body-Mind. Other teammates, subatomic to us, and also at larger physical dimension levels. We're working at the level of planet Baobab, which is a level much higher than Earth and its environs.
That's true.
Our intention is to be of service in the greater good, to manifest the divine plan, help all beings live their own individual soul plans, creating lives of joy and worlds that work. In other words, to trigger the awakening and to do it right now. And with that, it begins. There is someone here.
That's true.
It's a higher presence of one of us. It could be Black Wolf. Could be a higher self of Black Wolf.
Could be.
Well, the higher self of someone on the team is pointing to the treasure chest of the ancient coins that we've been working with. And
yes, it's true.
Still no payoff of the jackpot, although the machine itself
bulging.
is bulging.
Yeah.
And someone is saying, what do I know? And they're talking about grace.
That's true.
And how grace is so almost universally misunderstood.
That's true.
And how we're all skating on grace, all of us, all the time. And we think it's us who are making things happen for ourselves in our lives and getting all self-congratulatory about it, when that's just crazy. What's actually going on is that there is still grace available, often from the needs of the situation, having nothing to do with ourselves.
That's true.
And then when the grace runs out, we're shocked and appalled, basically, and how we've seen so many really good people fall to this pattern. Glenn,
that's true.
Herb, Charles, Garth is suffering with it. You're suffering with it. Really good people seem to be confused by grace more than other types of people. Maybe because they've been supported so strongly by grace for so long.
Ah, that could be.
And when they stop stepping up, stop doing what is theirs to do, their own generator of grace isn't running at all. Like, they just don't have that engine going.
That's true.
And then, boom, they're down fast and hard.
That's true.
What else do I know? I know that grace is often represented as coins or currency, and here we have coins here, these ancient coins, this ancient money chest.
That's
Maybe
true.
this is grace. Almost certainly it's grace, right?
Right, that's
but
true.
Grace for what?
For what?
What is it for? Divine plans, but individual soul plans.
That's true.
Individual soul plans. And now I start to look very carefully at these coins. I didn't look this carefully at them before.
No.
They're all shaped roughly the same, but look, they all have profiles or heads on them.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's different heads.
That's true.
This is the grace for individual people.
Step
up and do it. Oh, fascinating.
That's true.
Well, we haven't been working with that mindfulness, so let's just change that. We can correct that error. Let's correct that omission.
That's true.
That confusion of thought.
That's true.
And now go back to the moment when we hauled up the treasure chest, dripping, covered with seaweed and nets, out of the murky water.
Yes.
And have the awareness now, this is somebody's grace, many somebodies.
Yes, that's true.
The grace of many, many beings, many presences.
That's true.
Unspent grace. Black Wolf is saying that that his crew has like a lineup of these trunks of grace.
I see them like down the hallway.
Yeah, that's how I saw it too, down a long hallway.
That's true.
And what else do I know? I know that most people foolishly waste their grace on getting through this situation without expending effort.
That's true.
Just to sum it up.
That's
and
true.
then they're through the situation. They are, but they have now drained a lot of their grace,
That's
and they
true.
still don't have their alignment on. They're still not prepared for the next difficult situation, which
That's
then they
true.
will also want to use grace to get through, and they're not doing anything to generate grace, and that's foolhardy.
That's true.
And this is how good people run out of grace. And what is a far better use of grace when we realize we're faced with a difficult situation that we aren't up to, we
Right.
don't feel we're a match for.
That's true.
Use the grace to become a match for it.
That's true.
Deal with the situation. Boom! Then we've suddenly generated more grace.
That's true.
And it's self-propelling. And Asha knew this. This is how Asha got through 20 years of being the only person working on this project.
That's true.
That she knew it to the point that she would only keep at the end of the day just a small little bag of grace and give everything else to the Greater Good Foundation, because she knew that was enough to get her going, to
That's
get her
true.
alignment on, and then she could take selfless, courageous action
on
behalf of the Greater Good and
That's
generate
true.
barge loads of grace every single day.
That's true.
As can we all. As can we all. So now let's use these grace coins to get our alignment on for real, not for pretend. And what do I know? I know that we've really, really been struggling this past almost full week
That's true.
to access this upward flow of truth. It seems to have just almost evaporated.
That's true.
All that I can't, we can get it going in bits
A
and
little
spurts,
bit. Yeah.
and then it's gone again. Maybe we take all this money that we've been feeding into the slot machine,
Yeah.
and we direct it downward to get the truth to
Oh,
flow.
that
Maybe
feels
that's what we
good.
do. And now this looks like we've been pulling a handle that comes down, like
and
this,
maybe it's
and
the-
it's
yeah.
a different kind of handle that
Looks like a
releases.
Yeah, almost like a pump.
Yeah,
handle.
that's what I'm seeing
Yeah.
too. And it pumps down, and then it will release the coins down. So I'm going to start heading in that direction. Like I'm doing it very slowly. Stop me if this is wrong. This is the
true.
direction. The coins are getting ready to fall.
Yeah,
like
I
one or
feel
two, I
them.
see them kind of like
Clink,
falling into
clink.
the void.
Yeah.
More and more.
Clink.
Ooh, there goes the grace. What do I know? I know that, goodness, back last August or whatever, there was a descent into hell
That's true.
time, and this was what we were doing. It was Asha at
That's
the
true.
time, went down into the darkness and put coins through the
That's true.
portal to keep the truth upward flowing, and
That's
Luce
true.
and the NGO Guy and other people were working to clear whatever nastiness was down there.
That's
So
true.
Black Wolf, we have these assignments to clear the nastiness that's down there. Are you willing to have your troops go down? We will play these coins, hold the portal of truth open,
That's true.
and I think he's saying, I'm on it.
That's true.
All right, everyone ready?
Ready.
So we're going to go down with the coins, with the
Yes.
flood of coins. We'll go down, find the portal.
Yes.
There's truth down there somewhere.
That's true.
It isn't coming up into these dimensions.
That's true.
We'll go down there, we might have to feel around, put on our scuba diving gear, feel around, find the portal. We might have to hold it open with our physical strength.
That's true.
But then truth will come in. Black Wolf can use those moments. Black Wolf's crews can use those moments to round up all there's something bad going on down
true.
there. And find a way to brace open the portal so
That's
that
true.
truth remains. And what I'm being shown is this higher self of Asha who's been here, and she
Yes.
looks just like a metal ring almost that she can fit into
That's
a portal to
true.
hold it open. And maybe she's been holding open this portal, but maybe I'm getting thumbs up, what she's really wanting
Yeah.
to do is hold open that portal.
That feels true.
Well, I'm on board with this plan.
I'm super on board.
Thumbs up all around.
Yeah, everyone thumbs up.
Ride down with the flood of coins. Clink, 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 clink,
Clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink,
clink.
clink,
I start to
clink.
see the
Yeah.
grace portal and like crowbars now. Let's get this open. And then we play more grace, and now get grace coins and like shove the grace
That's
coins
true.
into the chinks.
God.
And then more coins and more coins. We're doing a thing
That's
where we're
true.
putting 1 penny, 2 pennies. Well, it's not pennies.
Right, but it
3
looks like
coins, 4 coins. Pushing this truth portal, wider,
That's
wider,
true.
wider, using grace to push the truth portal open. Truth is starting to come up.
That's true.
Little bits. Put some effort into it. Invest into it ourselves,
That's
our
true.
own grace. I can do that.
I can do that.
Now it's opening. The smell is coming out, and now starting to wedge ourselves in. It's too tight for Asha's higher soul
That's
to
true.
wedge in. She's too big, but I can wedge in.
I can wedge in.
I can wedge in, and my
There
higher
we go.
soul is coming in to wedge it larger, and then the
That's
next
true,
higher
my higher
soul, and
soul.
then the next higher soul. Asha's higher self is getting
ready.
and the next higher soul, and the next higher soul, right about now.
Right about now.
But my higher soul is staying there too, and so
Same.
my higher soul is that, yes,
Yeah.
and we have like a nest of, and then I see, if that's not Black Wolf's higher soul that we saw at the start, then I'm
That's my
wrong.
perception too.
It seems to be Black Wolf's higher soul,
That's true.
and he's kind of like directing the cleanup efforts, and it's like there's light on these basement floors where
That's
light
true.
hasn't been
In a long time.
in so long that no one thought it would shine here again.
That's true.
And so they have set up things that they didn't think were ever going to come to light.
That is true.
Ah, right. Well, now let's flush this truth up through Baobab. Now remember our assignment overall for this next day or so is to get Baobab fully functional as a vortex.
That's true.
We watched Garth as a planet explode into a nebula and then reform
Form
into a
vortex.
funnel
That's true.
vortex. But we're taking Baobab and
Going
almost skipping
straight into it.
straight
That's
into
true.
it. So far has not broken apart. And
No, that's
Baobab
true.
being so passive isn't fighting us.
That's true.
We have become Baobab. We eliminated the barriers between us and Baobab.
That's true.
And now we stretch. And now let's get our base, it can screw into
That's
this
true.
portal, just like a hose into a
That's
hose
true.
bib. And then maybe we become the fire hose of truth, be the change we wish
That
to
is true. Got it.
see. Now deep below
Way
there's a
deep.
bellows to pulse.
That's true.
Or pump, maybe. It's like when we first open a heart chakra, what comes out are the crazy things,
That's
the
true.
pain, the distortions, the lies.
That's true.
And after all that comes out, it's like Pandora's box.
That's true.
After all of that comes hope.
That's true.
And then the heart can open up again. Well, then the heart already is open, so I say that wrong. After that comes hope, and then the heart can learn to love again.
That's true.
Sounds so close. Open up again, learn to love again.
That's true.
Completely different meanings. We open up first, and then we learn to love.
That is true.
Reaching deeper into that, finding a way to love this.
That's
This
true.
is the assignment. It's up to us to find a way to love it. We can
That's
do
true.
it. Well, one way we could do it is feel how much grace we're accruing for ourselves. Has to be shown just right now. The grace that, for example, grace that you had when you started,
Right. That's true.
and has to be shown the grace that you have now.
It's significantly more.
It's significantly more.
Right, that's true.
So that's one thing to love about it, right?
That's true.
Accruing a lot of grace quickly.
That's true.
We just let these air bubbles run through us
That's
all
true.
day, right up our own
Own
spines,
spines.
and also straightening
Longer.
ourselves as Baobab, straightening
true.
ourselves as our higher souls,
That's true.
seeing it be not all that different after all.
That's true.
Garth, it's really important for you to notice that Baobab is functional almost to the extent that you are.
That's
And
true.
so you can let go of this idea that you're indispensable and that there isn't anyone like you and that there's no backup, because by noon Baobab is going to be past where you are. Garth, look for yourself, just like pause, and ask to be shown how much grace you had at the start of this exercise and how much grace you have now, and you can tell how much oomph you actually put into it by whether or not your grace increased significantly.
That's true.
You're thinking that you're putting effort into it by going along with the flow, but can you see how that didn't even that didn't even generate any grace, as best I can tell.
No, the can looks the same as it did.
It looks the same. You didn't drain your grace. Whatever you did was neutral. You're thinking that neutral feeling is grace generating feeling, but that isn't. That's just a neutral feeling.
That's true.
Aren't generating grace. It's really time to step it up. It's really time to step it up. You remember those ALS patients,
yes, quote unquote,
of the other planets of Galaxy Wallup, and how there was a whole lineup of them, and that we saw that happen to Charles, and that's what's happening to you. It's what's happening.
So, Garth, I noticed this, and I didn't speak up, and I probably should have. The moment where we were all playing our own grace to get deeper, deeper, and open wider, wider.
You didn't.
You didn't play any grace.
You didn't play any grace.
And I noticed people
That's
who
crazy.
gave everything. Like I was watching, Ra and I both emptied pockets, boom.
Empty the pockets,
and then it was like,
boom.
boom.
Yeah.
Like we were just launched forward.
Stinginess,
Right.
small thinking gets you smaller.
That's true.
I throw it all in and get back much more than
That's
somebody who
true.
doesn't throw it all in, but keeping a third and passing on 2/3 seems to be something that's acceptable to
That's true.
whoever's setting the standards,
That's
which
true.
isn't us.
Not me.
Try that, if you want.
Yeah.
But if you don't want, I think by noon you'll be on one of the ALS hookups.
That's true.
Putting in some grace.
That's true. I hear the coins clinking.
Okay, and now also do everything else too. You can't just play
Boom,
the grace.
boom,
And now
boom.
intend to use the
Grace to
get
the
your alignment on,
really
and
on.
to clear the gunkiness through your spine.
Through the
That's the
spine.
assignment
That's
for all
true.
of us, is to clear the gunkiness through our own spines.
That's true.
Merge with Baobab, and whatever this represents in such a way as to manifest the divine plan, trigger the awakening right now.
That's true.
That's just very slightly marginally better, extremely marginally.
Right, that's true.
You may not pass the next alpha test.
That's true.
All right.
Look at Black Wolf.
Black Wolf is rocking.
Beautiful.
And Fritz is looking great.
That's true.
You guys are an A team.
That's true.
Garth, now don't let that go to your head, because we said that
No.
to Garth,
Right,
and
that's
look
true.
what crazy choice he made. Not to single him out, that's the same crazy choice that Charles has made and Glenn made,
Right.
and so many people have made that same crazy choice, and Paul might make that same
That's
crazy
true.
choice, and I hope that I wouldn't.
But to always look at it as I am the problem.
I am the problem.
I'm the problem. I
I'm
can
the
change.
problem. I can change.